project. I'm sorry I don't know more about, your work and who you are and how long you've been working on this project or what got you interested. I'm fascinated in all of that stuff, Abby, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ricky's the one Ricky had 2 births, the second one at home.
Uh-huh.
So she brought me into this just as a filmmaker, and then I just happened to get pregnant.
Oh, my God! Are you pregnant now?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. What
Thank you.
Well, I mean, one of the reasons I wanted to do this project is I wanted to explore, for me, having the 2 very different birth experiences, both really amazing and beautiful. But for me, it was just as much, a priority to have the memory of the process of being pregnant and delivering and the rite of passage and remembering everything, feeling everything. And so many of my peers, and women in our society, they don't care about that. They just want the end result of the healthy baby in their arms, and they don't care how it got there. And that's, something I really wanted to explore because I feel like so many women are missing this amazing opportunity and this life, altering experience. I mean, I feel like so much of who I am today comes from that experience, and...
Well, I know. It's hugely transformative, and I think just looking at, you're going to be transformed by your birth, like it or not.
Mm-hmm. Right, right.
A woman, as long as she lives, will remember how she was made to feel at her birth.
The way I've explained birth sometimes, at least my personal experience to people, is it's like, you switch on a light switch and you go to the moon. I mean, it's an otherworldly experience. Nothing compares to the privilege of giving life and the responsibility of that. Nothing. So if you don't have the reverence and the respect for that, where do you go from there?
A woman really doesn't need to be rescued. It's not the place for the knight in shining armor. It's the place for her to face her darkest moment and lay claim to her victory so that she can lay claim to her victory after she's done it, I think.
Many people have described birth as a rite of passage, and it is certainly a life-altering experience. And it can be a beautiful, incredible, empowering, life-altering experience, or it can be a devastating, traumatic, scarring, literally and figuratively, experience.
Yeah, we're gonna take that.
Can we just stand behind you?
Melba, remember? No crying. You gotta breathe, okay?
Melba, we're gonna put you on the stretcher, and we're gonna take you to the OR.
This time, okay?
Right?
We are completely lost. And we have even forgotten to raise the most simple questions. What are the basic needs of women in labor? And the fact that the midwife have disappeared is a symptom of a lack of understanding of the basic needs of women in labor. Like a traveler who suddenly can realize that he took a wrong way. He took a wrong way. The best thing to do in this case is to go back to square one, the point of departure, and to take another direction.
Oh, that's what I should do, take Flatbush and climb. I went to nursing school at Columbia University and then became an obstetrical nurse in the labor room where I practiced for 5 years. After that, I went to midwifery school and then practiced for a year in hospital, 4 years at an out-of-hospital birthing center, and then I began my own solo home birth practice, which I've been doing for the last 10 years. I like to see them in their homes. The rationale for that is, first of all, they're going to have the baby in the home. Secondly, I'd rather be on their turf than them be on my turf. I'd rather them build like a comfortable ambiance that I get to see them in on a regular basis, so that by the time it's time for the birth, I know where their rooms are, their bathrooms. And it's pretty much just the philosophical underpinnings of giving the power back to the woman. Breathe in deep through your mouth. Oh, they sound really clear. That's really good. One colander is good. I can use that to put my instruments in, the gloves and blah, blah, blah.
And then the placenta, I have like a large freezer bag. Is that okay?
Yeah. Actually, okay. 2-gallon-sized Ziploc bags are better for New York City freezers, because you can put some masking tape on placenta. You can do it. You want to go first, or you want me to show you first, and then you take a turn?
You go first.
Okay. What do you think? Pretty big? Think it's ready to come out? I think so, definitely.
Yeah.
I do believe that women who choose home birth, they do share something. It could be just a feeling that she knows how she wants to do things. And then I think when she's in labor, she can interact with her labor in a different way than if everybody is doing things to her and making decisions about her.
Baby.
Come on, baby. Good girl. Yeah, I checked. It is warm. I was in
Oh.
Oh. That's really close to warm. That's great.
Oh.
Today, what we have to rediscover is how easy a birth can be when we don't try to make things too complicated. When ideally there is nobody around but an experienced, motherly, and silent, low-profile midwife.
Yeah, it's fine. Somebody else look at the time, because I don't listen. Make sure she's above the water. Let me just see her face. Okay, good. I got it. Yep. You're done. She's fine. It's okay. Do whatever you need to do. I'm just going to keep an eye on her. Part of my job.
Hi. Be careful.
Cord's a little short.
Yeah, it's short.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went online and I found that New York hospitals had some of the highest cesarean rates in the nation. That actually really surprised me. I guess I expected New York women to be more like, hey, I'm taking charge. So I was surprised and I was scared. I mean, I knew what interventions I was okay with and they were pretty much zero. You know, I mean, I really understand that things can go wrong during pregnancy, just like with anything else. But I don't want that to be precipitated, so to speak. I said, David, you know, this isn't looking good. And that's when I started to interview midwives in the city. I just feel like I trust my body, and
it's great.
I really just kind of want to, and I mean, I have a feeling that this is kind of the way you run things anyway, but I just wanted to let my body do what it's going to do. And then
it so does. I mean, and the truth is I don't even run things. Your body runs things, and it's respecting that. And then I'm like the guardian of safety and the witness of your process. I really do firmly believe oftentimes that the body is smarter than me, and I'm not that dumb.
I spoke to her, you were up to yesterday. She did not attend this appointment today. Okay, but you were able to reach her here. Okay, I'll call her.
Remember, that tongue ring, let me see.
Has to come out.
Has to come out before delivery.
You didn't push that long to have this, like, 9-pound baby. I mean, you did a fabulous job. I was so impressed. A lot of women will walk in with the ideas that I definitely want an epidural, or I don't want anything, or maybe just a little bit of sedation, and it's okay. She has options. I know you want to kind of go natural and do everything normal. That's fine. We're going to take one step at a time. Okay? That's all we can do. One contraction at a time. Next thing you know, this baby will be out, you'll be breastfeeding and laughing up a storm. Okay? Oh, yeah, they all come out one way or the other. I have 3 beautiful daughters.